Israel in the Bible is not the same Israel as today. And I know what you're thinking, and you're already jumping into conclusions, but hear me out. People are over here fighting and debating over a misunderstanding of what Israel actually means. They think that the modern Israel is the same as the Israel God promised in the Bible. It's not. In the Bible, Israel means two things. First, Israel was a person. In Genesis 32, Jacob wrestled with God, literally fought him all night long. And after that, God changed his name to Israel, which means he struggles with God. Second, Israel became a nation. Jacob's 12 sons became the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. But hear this out. They were not chosen because of their land. They were chosen because of God's promise. But guess what? They lost their land. They were exiled because they turned away from God. Fast forward today, it's not ruled by biblical law. Not everyone there is a descendant of the 12 tribes. And the land does not define God's people. Faith does. So when people think that defending modern day Israel is the same as defending God's chosen people, no, you're missing the whole point of Scripture. God's Israel was never about land, but about a relationship with Him.
So here is why he is wrong. From before the time that the Israelites first saw the Promised Land, they were told that they'd be scattered throughout the world, and then brought back in the latter days. In Ezekiel 37, you'll find the famous dry bones vision, a prophecy of Israel's regathering beginning after World War II and continuing to this day. The English first began to push for a Jewish homeland in 1917, when the UN finally recognized the right of the Jewish people to a land of their own. In 1948, they carved out the small stretch of land that borders the Mediterranean where the ancient Jews had always lived. David Ben-Gurion was the nation's first prime minister. Using the prophecy from Ezekiel 37, he named the land Israel. The Jewish people are descendants of the ancient Israelites who occupied the land in biblical times. The current nation's role is to uphold the Jewish people's right to return to their ancestral homeland, which is consistent with Scripture. It also is the physical place where Jesus will return to establish his millennial kingdom. Of the remaining prophecies yet to be fulfilled by Christ, all of them are related to the land of Israel and the descendants of Israel. Israel remains in apostasy until Jacob's trouble, the tribulation, when many of the physical descendants of Abraham and the multitudes from the 12 tribes of Israel are redeemed by Christ and enter the millennial kingdom. Then, as Romans 11:26 says, all Israel will be saved.